What's going on, everybody? Here, and welcome back to some more Starfield tips and tricks. We're gonna do quick tips and tricks for you today, and basically I want to talk about something that I get a lot of questions on, and I just kind of want to address all of them right here, right now. And it's a decision that I think you need to make early on in your playthrough of Starfield. So there's spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, please click off the video. I don't want to be yelled at in the comments for giving spoilers when I'm telling you there's spoilers right now. Okay, there's spoilers. So new game plus. So let's talk about new game plus for a minute, and let's talk about what you get, what you should decide now versus what you should decide later. So new game plus essentially allows you to keep your character. You're going to keep your character, you're going to keep your level, you're going to keep all of your skills, everything's going to stay slotted where it's at, and you're going to keep your powers. So those are the things that you're going to keep. You're going to lose all story progress, you're going to lose all mission progress, you're going to lose all faction progress, you're going to lose any romance options, you're going to lose all of your ships, you're going to lose all of your bases, you're going to lose literally everything except for your person and your knowledge, essentially. Now, the reason you want to make this decision early is because there is a lot of missions, there's a lot of faction quests, there's a lot of side quests and things like that. Now, if you're going to new game plus, maybe you don't want to do those faction quests, those side missions, the romance options, things like that. Maybe you don't want to do all that yet. Maybe you want to wait till you new game plus and then go do all that. I'm not saying don't do the missions and the faction quests and things like that. They are absolutely a fantastic time and they're so good. The stories are so good. But what I'm saying is maybe focus on the story if you want to hit new game plus. Now, why do you want to hit new game plus? So there's a couple of reasons, and one of the reasons is this is also going to be kind of an interesting topic too. But one of the reasons is, again, spoilers, your suit. You get a suit. If we go into inventory, my Starborn suit, you get a suit, and this is the Starborn suit. So this is the suit you get, and it's a pretty good suit. It's not bad. It's got a whole bunch of resistances. It's actually really good. You get this suit, which is actually only a suit. I don't have a pack equipped and I don't have a helmet equipped. This is an all-in-one kind of deal. So you get the suit, and then you also get the ship. So when you first start off with new game plus, you will immediately get the Starborn Guardian. The ship is super cool, it's super neat. The stats are kind of meh on it, they're okay, and honestly I don't really use it a whole lot. I went back and got the Mantis and redid it and re-upgraded it and stuff, and that's what I honestly use more than anything. But this is a cool ship, it's really neat, it's really nice. So you'll get immediately the ship and the suit. That's what you come back in on, and that's what you play with, and that's what you start with. Now you also do get access to the frontier again immediately. So there's the good old frontier again, because emotional attachments, you don't want to lose out on the frontier. And also when you come back in, you basically walk back in the lodge, and you'll come up and you'll talk to Sarah, and you'll get an option to say, oh, do you want to replay the story mission, or do you want to skip the story mission? Now this is where a little bit of the things that I'm not 100% sure on, because I just don't know yet, come in. And one of those is if you skip the story, which is what I did, and I go to main story now, all I have to do is find all of the artifacts. So there's find artifact this, find artifact this, find artifact this. So basically I go find all the artifacts, and then I can go talk to Vlad, I do believe, and then get my powers again. Now, like I said, you keep your powers. So what does that mean? You get to find all your powers again. Well, apparently there is a power level with each power. There's 24 powers in total. I don't have all 24. I only got 13 on my first playthrough, so I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to get all 24 in one playthrough. I don't know. I did all the story missions, I did all the optional missions, I talked to Vlad, I went and got all of the things that I could. I only got 13. Leave a comment, let me know how many did you get on your first playthrough if you finished. However, there's supposed to be 24. Now, with new game plus, essentially what you can do is you can go back through and you can get them all again, and then that'll make them level 1, which will, I believe, decrease the cost by a little bit. So in order, like anti-gravity field cost is 45. If you upgrade that, I believe it goes down just a little bit. So maybe like 40 or 43 or so 42. I don't know because I haven't done it yet. But then this is where the interesting part comes in. And this is where I'm jumping off the ship at this point. You can apparently level these up 10 times. So level 10 is the max level for all of these. But in order to do that, you'd have to new game plus 10 times. And for me, I just don't see that I don't know that it's worth it. I might play some more. And if I can figure out actually how to get all 24, then I might, because right now I have 5 undiscovered temples that I need to go, that we need to go find. And I still have another 1, 2, 3, 4. I have another 4 of these guys that I need to go find. So I'm not 100% sure how you go about finding artifacts and temples and stuff like that without the quest line. Maybe there's a way to find them on planets and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. So, but I don't know that I'm necessarily going to do new game plus 10 times in order to get these to max level 1, because I don't find myself using the powers like all that often. When I do use them, they are handy, but I don't necessarily think that I need them to be upgraded super high, because I just don't feel like I need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the anti-gravity field is one I use probably the most, or reactive shield. But you know, I don't know. Do I need it? Do I need to be able to use it more often? And if I do need to be able to use it more often, I can use quantum essence. So, I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. But there's also another thing. So every time you new game plus, I believe, again, this is all information that I'm going off of that I've heard from other people. So, well, I've new game plus once. So I do believe that if you new game plus, your Starborn Guardian stats will actually go up. I believe there was a Reddit post that actually said that the stats on this will actually cap out once you hit new game plus 6, and your suit stats will actually upgrade as well. And I believe those max out at new game plus 10. So that's kind of for you to decide. For me right now, I don't think it's worth it, and I haven't made the decision to go through new game plus at 10 times. And the reason for that, well, I finally started making my bases, because like I said, bases get wiped out too. And right now I am getting to the point where I actually have good bases set up. So if I go to like this base right here, this base has iron and aluminum and helium-3 all in the same place. So that right there is like my main hub. I have another base over here that has all of these resources, I think, on it, except for uranium. So like I have 2 bases that have everything. So like I've put a lot of time into finding my bases now, so I'm not sure if I want to give that up or not. You know what I mean? So, but that's what you get with new game plus, and that's kind of the decision you need to make. Is like, do you want to new game plus? And if you want to, maybe consider not doing some of the side quests, not doing some of the extra stuff. Now, if it comes out that, hey, you have to do side quests and the faction quests or something like that in order to get some of the other artifacts, I don't think you do, because I have played through one complete side story and we never found any other artifacts. Like we never even touched on it. So I believe the Constellation story is the only mission that covers artifacts and things like that. I believe that all the other side factions have their own like little story associated with it. So that is my thinking. But leave a comment, let me know what you think. Also, if you manage to find other artifacts and things like that, let me know. Leave a comment. I'm curious. Now, the other thing that I was curious about, and that I haven't been able to verify, but it seems like the trend of people saying no, that's not a thing, is being able to find artifacts multiple times in the same game playthrough. So maybe you could hit level 10 through like 1 new game plus, but I don't think that is the case. I think we have to find all of them in the new game plus like 10 times. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, there you go. That's something to chew on, something to think about. Leave a comment. Let me know. Are you gonna go new game plus, or are you just gonna stay on the first game? Like, are you gonna go new game plus 10? Are you going all out? I was gonna go all out, but I don't know, because I really want to do the base building. I really want to do all that stuff, and just sitting there trying to get artifacts over and over and over again just does not sound like a good time to me. So I think we're gonna stick with the one new game plus that I have right now, and go from there. But yeah, thanks again for coming out. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you found some useful information. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments, or if there's any other questions you have, yeah, just let me know. I'm curious. I'm trying to answer some questions. I am also working on, like I said, with the base building stuff, I'm actually working on I'm working on a way to try to figure out how the whole interplanetary system, like transports and all that stuff goes. So between systems, between planets, all that stuff. I'm trying to get like all the nitty gritty stuff figured out so I can make a video covering all of that as well. So that'll be a future video. But we're not there yet. So yeah, but thanks again for coming out. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.